Ladies and gentlemen, let's just get through it, to it, or to it, through it. I don't know, man. All I can say is good riddance, the revival. You have been the main roster for about 3 years, and it has been treacherous. Just the time when you guys were in it was just, it felt like they had nothing to do with you. And that's tough to see, because I don't like seeing talent wasted. You guys at least smooth transitional wrestling, especially for an old typey about a wrestling, how much you guys were getting compared to the Brainbusters from the 80s. That was practically your entire character. Other than that, they tried to give you a character that you guys were this retro feeling team, and then that was it. That was your entire character. Do I feel like you guys had some promise? No. Did I feel like you guys at least had potential? One time when you guys were associated with, like, I thought you guys were like the Bashin brothers, but at least better wrestlers. That's practically it. From it's been like you've been officially released like on Friday, and now there's like no reason for you guys to even be talked about because you guys like won the Raw Tag Team titles like twice, and you guys did no particular impact for the entire Raw Tag Team division. And I'm not trying to rag on you guys. I'm not trying to piss anybody off, but that's dead ass it. You guys look like you raped three underage people backstage before you guys even go out to wrestle. And now here we are. I don't think a lot of people care that most of you guys have left. Do I feel like you guys had some promise? Yeah, you guys weren't bad wrestlers the time when I saw you on NXT. You guys had some okay matches against DIY, American Alpha, the Authors of Pain. That was practically it. There was no character. And I don't see a lot of people upset. People are pretty relieved that you guys are released. Because at least you guys can test out the waters because you guys have no character. And that's not me trying to hate. You guys really have no character. So, go to Japan, go to Ring of Honor, go to Impact. Maybe not AEW. I don't think a lot of guys would know you there. But they would care about your talents, and at least they treat you like you're somewhat important. So I would at least advise that. Because Scott Dawson and Ash Wilder look like fucking pedos that have stayed in the same shape since they were 18. And I'm just shocked that it took this long until they noticed, like, we have Primo Epico still on the main roster. They haven't done much. Jason Jordan been injured since like 2018. We have a lot of dudes in the main roster that don't do much. Titus O'Neil hasn't been important since 2018. Tamina's just now having TV time. There's most of these guys that shouldn't be like getting a cinch of television, and here they are now, still like, oh my god, there has to be a cleaning. There has to be a cleaning something for WWE because this is just depressing. We have like a lot of dudes that are still on the main roster that hasn't done a cinch since like 3 to 2 years ago. And it's not me trying to hate, man. It's me concerned because there's no reason why you guys should be having this much TV time or deserving that much TV time, or why you guys still have a contract. You guys like compete on superstar. I mean, main event. I don't think they do superstars anymore because I think that used to be an inter-promotional brand thing for both SmackDown and Raw jobbers. But at least you saw like back in the day, like 2009 to 2010, you used to be like mid carders to like get some good matches in. At least it was just strictly in ring action with a bit of feuds for some jobbers. Mickie James, if you forgot that she was still on the main roster, she's still injured since like late 2018. Uh, Rusev, that I think is going over contract disputes still because his contract was supposed to expire this year. And majority, I know it's probably going to be re-signed. I don't feel like he has somewhere to go unless it's AEW or something. Because Rusev over a majority of, instead of the Smarks, people actually had promise into Rusev because he actually had a character. He looked like a legit wrestler. He had a manager that was both attractive and intimidating. And then they messed him up. I don't know how you can mess up a foreign heel. The Great Khali was treated more of a huge threat than Rusev. And he won the World Heavyweight title. We got fucking Rob Gronkowski, Keith Lee, Jordan Devlin that looks like he was a tiki mask at one time, and all of these ugly ass people that don't look like they ever bench pressed anything in their life. And yet these are the type of people that we want as champion. At least Drew McIntyre and and Rick and Flair look like they took some testosterone in their life. And just do something, man. Because it's already like spring cleaning, and we know how WWE are with some guys that they forget they have on the roster. And you won't know until like last minute by some YouTuber that they were officially released. So good riddance, I guess, to the revival. That's practically what I want to say. But you know, still these type of people on the roster that don't do anything. Akira Tozawa, Apollo Crews. They had some random 15-minute match with Aleister Black for some apparent reason. Kurt Hawkins, Zack Ryder, EC3, Eric Young is still on Raw. Jason Jordan, Eric and Ivar haven't done much. Jinder Mahal is the former WWE champion, and since he's been on Raw, he's done nothing. Except Chase after the 24/7 title. Natalia hasn't done much for like 4 years. Or 5. Riddick Moss, after like squashing some mid-carders when he was 24/7 champion. Ruby Riott ain't shit. Samoa Joe can't stay anywhere. Shelton Benjamin has been irrelevant since returning. And somehow they forgot that Titus O'Neil was a wrestler. Like they're trying to make him a pseudo manager but a wrestler. And it never works out. I'm like saying fire everybody because like it's like they have these guys feel like they're the greatest talent in the locker room. I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying that they're bland as hell. Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, Dana Brooke, Drake Maverick that I forgot was on the main roster for some apparent reason, except people keep calling him Rockstar Spud. That's practically it. Just get as much regurgitated TNA talent that you can. Ember Moon, that's at least injured. Epico and Primo. Kane, that's still on the main roster, even though he hasn't been. Like, he's one of the part timers. And yes, it's nice to see Kane, but why is he still on the main roster? Laura's fucking finger my ass, make a guy suck my dick, Sullivan. That's not me being rude, that really happened. Mickie James, Maurice is still on the main roster, even though she hasn't been a full-time competitor in so long. Mojo Rawley, even though he showed up on Raw a couple times for some apparent reason. Mustafa Ali, we haven't seen that guy in a minute. And he used to be forced to like face off against the WWE Championship for some apparent reason. Paige is still on the main roster, even though she doesn't do shit. Robert Roode, when he was randomly tagged with Dolph Ziggler for some apparent reason. Shorty G, haven't seen his short ass in a minute. His short, ugly, looking like a side character from Jimmy Neutron. And Xavier Woods, at least he's been injured. Just Jesus Christ, man. A lot of people should be fired. But that's how it is. I wish everybody from NXT UK was fired. But that's how the game goes, and you're not showing up on TV. Why the hell does it take so long to release the Ascension? Freaking Ascension Sin Cara that hasn't been relevant since 2011. And most of these guys are gonna find better work anyway. But that's how it is. But that's all coming from me. Hope you guys like the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. The SmackDown review will be on shortly. So please hold on to your hats.